What's up, you guys? It's Pedro here. So, for the topic of this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about dropshipping for beginners and how to build a eBay dropshipping store that goes to 10K a month. Okay, so first, I'm going to be talking about why, if you're first getting into business, into online business, you should start with eBay. First of all, it's the easiest platform that you can ever get. It's the easiest business model. It's the easiest business of all that you can get. There's basically no barrier to entry. Like as a beginner, if you don't have a lot of cash, if you don't have a lot of capital to deploy, and you don't have a lot of business knowledge, you can actually get into this business model. Basically, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on inventory, you don't have to spend money on hiring people, and you can start basically with nothing. That's how I started basically. So yeah, it's really a beginner friendly model. So let's get into the topics. So um, how you need to look at when you do when you start an eBay account and you want to actually start selling. How do you get it to 10K? How do you get it to five figures a month? um, okay, basically the way eBay's evolved up until now, you have to see it in two different parts. So there are two different levels when you first start on eBay. Well, not when you first start, but in total. Okay, so the first one is when you first start. Okay, so you're a beginner to eBay. You're a beginner, and the second one is this. You could call it the second phase. Um, when you're a middle or advanced seller. Okay, and eBay sees you as these two different, very different things, and you have to keep that in mind. So when you first start, I see sellers make basically two types of mistakes. Either they're really beginners and have like no clue and just start like throwing stuff out there, and eBay's gonna bother you if you start doing that. You have to do very specific things I'm gonna teach you in this video. And if you're not a beginner and you just opened a new account and you start doing the same things, but you actually know how to get sales, eBay will still bother you because eBay sees you that you know how their algorithm works, but you have a brand new account and you're growing too fast. So they're gonna ask you for documents. They're gonna send you a request to send invoices, and all this bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna teach you how not to run into those problems and what to do exactly so that you can grow your eBay account steadily, slowly, and you can actually get it to 10K a month and keep it there recurring. I can't teach you how to get to 100K a month because I haven't gotten there. I do five figures a month recurring, and I've been at that since maybe about 6 months ago. So maybe 7 months ago, maybe a little more, about November last year. So yeah, it's about 10 months, I guess. It's August now, so yeah. It's actually not that hard, but you have to grow steadily. Okay, so first of all, when you first start, I suggest start with Amazon. Okay, if you're an absolute beginner, I suggest that you start with using Amazon as a supplier. Why? Because first of all, Am- okay, for the first reason is Amazon provides the best quality products out there. Okay, so your aim when you first starting out there are two things. One is to have your account not new. Okay, you're gonna have a new account, but you're gonna have to grow it little by little. Okay, step by step, and you're gonna have it so that eBay does not view you as a new seller. The second one is you have to trigger eBay's algorithm to get recurring sales. Okay, so those are the two ones. You have to stop having a newbie's account basically. And the second one is you have to get recurring sales. Okay, that's actually how you get to 10,000 a month. Now, I see a lot of people skip the first step and they go right to the second step. Okay, the problem with doing this is eBay sees you as a new account, as a new seller, and they start to question whether you're authentic or not, whether you're just using a bunch of automated software or not, and that becomes a problem. Okay, so really, really keep in mind the first topic, the first step. You have to stop being a beginner's account. Now, how do we actually do this? Okay, you have to go step by step. Okay, so this is actually how I started dropshipping and how I set up two more accounts for myself this way, and how I set it up for a bunch of my friends that later just wanted to make some side money. So how you do this is you focus on getting your first sale and getting your first feedbacks. Okay, so let's and don't guys, don't list a bunch of products. Don't list like 50 products a day on the account, even if you have low limits. I mean, go steady, go slow by slow, go steady by steady. Okay, so you're gonna list one, two, max three products a day, and they're gonna be low ticket products. Okay, my arm's getting tired. So okay, and they're gonna be low ticket products. Okay, so they're gonna be 5.99, 7.99, 9.99. Don't go over $10. Okay, and you're gonna source these products from Amazon. Now, why Amazon? Like I mentioned before, your goal here is to get quality feedback from the buyer. Okay, so your goal is first to make a sale, then communicate with the buyer. I don't know, tell him something like send him a message on eBay. You can do this actually to speed up the process and not take so long. um, and tell him, hey, your orders being fulfilled right now. Your product will be scheduled to be delivered um, in 2 to 3 days. And you can actually send that message to him once you see that in your Amazon's account, the product shipped. So you actually get the date when it's scheduled to be arrived. Sometimes you even get the time too. So you can actually be that accurate. You just send him a nice friendly message to the customer so that he knows that, yeah, he's actually talking to a real person, not just like a robot like Amazon's customer service. And yeah, so actually after you send him the product, first of all, make sure the product is good quality. How do you make sure of this? um, when you source the products on Amazon, the products have to be either 4 star or 5 star, and just look at the reviews. Okay, so just do a good quality product, guys, and you'll be all set. It's actually really easy. You won't have any problems, and this is beginner friendly. You won't run into any of the problems that you normally run into with other suppliers like Home Depot, like Overstock, like maybe Walmart. You won't run into those problems. And Amazon's the easiest supplier to work with, and it's the most simple, the quickest, it's the most beginner friendly. So you can actually go to other suppliers, but I suggest first you start with Amazon. So you're gonna do this, okay? And you're gonna get your first feedback, and you're gonna keep doing this until you get around maybe 50 feedbacks. Once you get around the 50 feedbacks, then you start going out from phase one and getting into phase two. So phase two is normally when you have a couple of products already. You have maybe anywhere between 40 to 100 products on your eBay account listed, and you're getting sales every day. You're getting recurring sales. You have products that are being sold repeatedly, and basically that. So, but first you have to focus on the beginners step, the first phase. Okay, so basically that you focus on getting your feedbacks with the buyers, and you also give feedback to the buyer as well. Okay, just at the beginning part, there's not much a lot of things to do basically. And don't do too much, because if you grow your account too fast, eBay will start noticing that, and eBay will ask you stuff like, then you will get hit with, for example, with MC11, MC09, that basically. So just grow steady, and do it slowly, and focus on getting the sale. Okay, on the first phase, your objective is not to get the profit, is not to go after the profit, but to get the sale. Why? Because you want the transaction record that shows that you actually made a sale. You under eBay's eyes, you have already made a sale, and you've provided good customer service, hopefully. Okay. And after eBay sees you as a quality seller and you've been growing steady and slowly, but but surely, then eBay will start to give you more sales. They'll start to expose you a little more, give you more impressions, and you'll start to get rankings, your products a little higher. You'll just start to rank a little higher, and you'll be able to get more sales that way. Okay, and basically, okay, that part is really easy, guys. It does not require a lot of time, and once you're over that, I'd say around 50 feedbacks, when your account has over 50 feedbacks, and they got to be positive. That's why you have to sell quality products. Okay, your seller feedback has to be 100. Okay, maybe let's say something happens and you get a negative feedback, but your your score cannot go under 98%. Okay, that's why you have to be really careful when you're a beginner. That's why I only say list 4-star and 5-star products, because they're quality products. Okay, you won't have any troubles with that. And basically that's it. So then you can focus on the second part. The second part is you already have more than 50 feedbacks. Maybe you have 60, 70, 80, 100 feedbacks, and you start to get recurring sales, and now you can actually start testing with other suppliers. Now you can start optimizing for profits. Now you're not just going for the sale, but you're actually going in to make profit, and that's how you make actually profit on dropshipping. On the second phase, on the first phase, you're just focusing on the sale and getting your account up and running, and on the second phase, after you've already gotten the ball rolling, then you focus on the profit, and then you can start to scale it up a bit. Okay, that's actually how you have a store, how you build a store to over $10,000 a month. Okay, guys, so give it a thumbs up, and see you in the next video.